Good evening, and thank you for allowing us to review your company. Wanted to look at the total costs on average cost curves for plant A and B, and on review it appears they're very similar. There is a slight increase in plant A where their average was about $148 higher than plant B, but overall very close in terms of total cost curves. In terms of the decision making, when creating the average and marginal cost curves, there were some challenges utilizing Excel. The shapes of the curves didn't appear to correlate with the usual curves to help determine next steps. When using the marginal cost, there were no intersections between the average variable cost and average total cost. In an effort to find some intersection, the average marginal cost was utilized. However, it doesn't fit the typical curves that we would anticipate. So looking at this schematic, this is much closer to what we should have seen, and this demonstrates how we can determine whether the plants are profitable or if they are at a loss, and if at a loss, whether it's time to shut down. In general, when a plant is producing products at the lowest possible average total cost, this is considered efficient. The best place to determine that is when the marginal cost curve intersects with the average total cost curve as seen in this particular schematic. In the short run, if the marginal cost curve is below the average total cost curve, the plant is running efficiently. If it is above, then the additional units are becoming more and more expensive to produce. Now, in terms of price setting, if the price that is set is above the average variable cost, as you can see there, designated ABC, the plant can continue to operate even if it is at a loss. However, if that price is below the average variable cost, that is the time we would need to consider shutting down. Although the graphs did not turn out the way we had expected, we did look at average total cost and compared with the marginal cost. And in plant A, that total cost was $12.32. In plant B, it was $11.45. Usually this is the breakdown when the price, this is the break-even point when the price equals the average total cost. So this allows you to set the price floor. Both were trending down with the increased output. So final tips and takeaways. Efficiency is the point where we are producing products at the lowest average total cost, and this helps determine that price floor. In terms of expansion of the business, it's also important to determine this as well. And as long as the price that is set is above that average total cost, it's feasible to continue even if it's running at a loss in the short run. If this isn't the case and the price is below the average total cost, the average variable costs, then that would be the time to consider shutting down. Thank you for your attention.